There's a lot of very suspicious things about Black Panther, Wakanda Forever that just came out this past weekend that we need to talk about, and I'm starting to think that we have actually been lied to a lot more often than we think when it comes to Hollywood and the narrative that they are continuing to try to manipulate around films like Black Panther. I was very shocked when I just made this huge discovery that I'm going to show you guys, and I think that you guys are going to be as shocked as I was. So we're going to get into all of this because I think that really this is just Woman King all over again, the film that I covered just when it came out like a month or two ago, and a lot of the ratings and a lot of the scores, the reviews that were being manipulated around that film. This isn't the first time that this has happened either. We know that Marvel and Disney have done this in the past with other movies, and I saw that it had a 95% fresh from audiences, and that is the verified ratings, which is a feature that was implemented by Rotten Tomatoes with all of the fiasco around Captain Marvel because that movie was being review bombed, and so they had to implement this verified ratings thing, which is basically a thing that's controlled by Rotten Tomatoes. So I was like, okay, so it's a 95% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, okay, maybe that's accurate. Then I was like, well, let's go check some of the other sites that are out there where you can review movies at, and I went to IMDb. It currently sits at 7.4 for Black Panther Wakanda Forever on IMDb, which is not as high as it is on Rotten Tomatoes. So I was like, okay, well, let's go check over at Metacritic as well. I went to Metacritic. It is even worse on Metacritic with a 5.9 from audiences on Metacritic, which is severely lower than it is on Rotten Tomatoes. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is Woman King all over again. I would not be shocked. I mean, this is Disney we're talking about. This is Hollywood we're talking about. We know they like to manipulate the narrative as much as they can. So then I started to go through some of the reviews. And some of the stuff that I found is honestly very, very shocking. So this is one of the things that I thought was very weird that I continually found time and time again when it came to a lot of the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, some of these reviews make sense. You know, we have people here that are like, rest in peace, Chadwick. Thank you to the team and everything else for making a great movie. I'm like, okay, maybe these are some people that actually did enjoy the film. I would not be surprised by that at all. But then I started to look through and I found some weird commonalities between some of these reviews. This one says, love the movies and the seats. And then I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Then this one said, loved movie, hated seating. And I was like, okay. And then I found this one. I love the movie and the seatings in the movies was perfect. So why on earth? Why the flip are all of these verified users who are giving this movie 5 stars who have single names, Juwan and Karen and John? Why are all of these people talking about the seats in a movie? And it goes on and on and on. If you go through a lot of the reviews for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, you can see a lot of these similarities in a lot of the reviews. And there are a lot of other weird similarities in some of the other reviews on Rotten Tomatoes as well. This was one of the ones that I thought was the most bizarre, which is why I wanted to share it with you guys. I think we have been manipulated a lot more than we give credit to when it comes to Hollywood with a lot of these audience scores. We saw it happen with Woman King. We know that they did it with Captain Marvel. How many other movies like Wakanda Forever, a movie that was, talked about by the actresses in a recent interview where they talked about how this movie is so stunning and brave and that we've never seen a movie like this before when it comes to diverse female casting. Why is it that all of these woke movies that Disney wants to continue to prop up, that Hollywood continues to want to prop up, why is it that they continue to have these weird things that are happening in the reviews? With that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.